feel the energy.
All right, baby girl. Hit it.
We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world. Woo! You missed so many shows already. We did like 6 shows already tonight. We talked about tables and cat's lips and
they're not getting posted. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. I am out of energy.
Oh no.
It's just been too much. The thing kept breaking and stuff like that.
40 minutes of circles.
Okay, everybody. I want to have a little talk about immunity today.
Oh dear.
You guys ready for this one? I think I'm ready for this one. Immunity. There's a huge misconception of what immunity is, in my opinion. I mean, it's the truth. What's going on here? Immunity is basically being able to build up a certain amount of toxins within the body so you can handle the other toxins that might supposedly affect you. Does that make sense? And this happens at the expense of your health and vitality. Okay, let's start from the very beginning.
From birth?
No.
From conception?
Nope. From the first man that ever walked this planet ever.
Hilton Hotima?
No, not Hilton Hotima. Okay. In order for something to exist, to come into mere existence, the environment needs to be perfectly perfect and provide everything this organism needs. The first man was a breatharian, whether you believe it or not. And then what happens is, as the years go by and man started to eat that apple and other things like that, they started to build up immunity to an apple. That's right, little bits. It's like if you were to have a tablespoon of arsenic right now, you'd end up dead on the floor. But if you were to take 1 drop of arsenic every 3rd day and kept increasing the dosage, after many months and years, you could probably adapt your body and you become immune to arsenic, is what we call it. That's what the doctors think is going on here. Come on. All disease is the same. It's this waste that's been building up in the body from eating stuff we're not meant to eat, and then it tries to come out of the body. If you have acne, it comes out of your face. It comes out of a place of least resistance. This is a pretty big, hardcore topic. I'm just going all over the place. So what is a vaccine? When you get a vaccine, they're giving you the disease they're trying to prevent you from getting because they're introducing little amounts to it. Now what happens is when you develop immunity, when you're taking that tablespoon, those drops of arsenic, guess what? It's not good for your health. You're not going to live as long. When you adapt, when you become immune to something, it happens at the expense of your vitality and health. Wish we could pause it right now.
I'd like to say something.
Okay, good. That's why I wanted to pause it, but go ahead, babe. See what you guys say.
I wanted to say I was watching Donna Gates speaking recently, and she made a really interesting point about there's an epidemic of children developing autism at the moment, and she was seeing that one of the reasons for that was that so few people, especially in North America, are breastfed. So they don't have any kind of help building up their resistance to things, to build up their immunity. And then people give them injections, people give them vaccinations. Suddenly there's all of this crazy stuff entering their system and their bodies can't handle it. They're just not ready for it. And so it goes in and it affects the brain. And so a lot of children end up with presenting on the autistic scale. I thought that was really interesting.
Let's talk about immunity in mother's milk and what's really going on here. So as I said before, man came into existence as a breatharian. And then we started to eat and stuff like that. And what happens is the planet started to become more toxic and more toxic and more toxic. So all these different toxins, man, just from breathing air, has been able to adapt to and become immune to. If you were to take someone 100,000 years ago and throw them on this planet right now, they are most likely gonna die. An example of this is if you were to take a bird, throw him into a glass cage, they've done experiments like this, and he just keeps breathing out CO2, he's adapting to all the toxins, there's no air outlets or anything like that, the bird doesn't die. But when you take another bird, take that bird out and put a fresh bird in, that bird didn't have any chance to adapt and it just dies right on the spot. This is what's going on here. So if you were to take someone from 100,000 years ago and throw them on this planet right now, guess what's gonna happen? They're probably the same thing. They're most likely gonna die. So we've been becoming immune to all these different toxins. Now let's talk a little bit about mother's milk. You think like the bacteria and all these, what is the immunity we're really getting from our mother's milk? Our mothers have been breathing this toxic air. They've been eating all the toxic foods that are probably going to be introduced to this baby. So this mother develops immune toxic breast milk to pass on to the baby. So now the baby understands it and registers it all, gets it in minuscule quantities, and can now be immune and handle all these different things.
That was a nice story, wasn't it?
Now, immunity, in terms of the doctors, let's talk about that. That's just crazy. They don't understand that all disease is the same. It's the stuff that we're trying to get out. They're like giving you antibiotics, they're giving you shots, they're giving you all these other things. There's so many toxins running through this planet, it's just unbelievable. Immunity is just simply building up toxins so you can handle more toxins.
Ta-da!
I don't know, did I get it all out of me?
I don't
I
know.
think I'm going to write like a serious article on that.
Serious article. The frowning forehead.
Like this just came out on a whim, I just spit all that out there. Yeah.
I like to drink reishi tea.
That's cool.
That helps with immunity.
Yeah.
Immunity.
Read Hilton Hotima's book, Man's Higher Consciousness. What I just told you about immunity is the truth about immunity. You can take all the little things you want to build your immune system.
Somebody just asked the question, what should she do first to get the toxins out?
I'm not even going to go on a colonic rampage right now. I talk about how it's not in the next one. What I'm doing, I have a new article coming out about how the colonics. It's not the solid waste matter that we're going after. The stuff we're going after is invisible. And I already wrote the article this morning while Angela was getting a massage.
Woo!
Yes.
Somebody said, if Matt becomes a breatharian, will I become one as well?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to become a breatharian, though. That's foolish in this day and age, unless you're like, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to be eating very small amounts of food, though. Just not right now. Okay, everybody. I think that's that, huh?
Well, let's see. Do we have any thoughts on coffee enemas? They're asking.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to like think of things after this show's over that I didn't get to say about immunity. There's a whole article coming on this one, so don't even worry about it, guys. Okay. Hit it, babe.
Thoughts on coffee enemas? We don't do them ourselves. I don't think I've ever done a coffee enema, actually. Feels like it would be very stimulating. Good for the liver. Some people like them.
We just do water enemas, and we use a 4-quart enema bag, which is like huge.
But some people use all kinds of different things in their enemas. Like Kate, Magic, and Shazzy, they put all kinds of stuff in their enemas. They put spirulina and cacao
Chocolate.
and maca and oils.
Crazy.
And Kate says that enema without something in the water is like a waste.
All right, everybody. Who do we got here?
Fantastics Monarch.
And Matt Monarch, and we'll see you again tomorrow at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World. Bring.